Yo, what's the deal? What's the deal? It's your boy, who's Hendo. We back talking sports. I don't like that one. Yo, what's the deal? What's the deal? It's your boy, who's Hendo. And we back talking sports. Golden State might be in trouble. My team might be in trouble, bro. Um, Golden State lost. They was losing this whole game. I mean, it wasn't a chance in this game. It was one time that I thought that they was gonna win this game, and they couldn't get any stops. I'm gonna say this: the offense looks horrible. Just being perfectly honest with you, the offense looks horrible, bro. Jimmy Butler was efficient. Uh, the problem was the defense for the most part, but Jimmy Butler had 25, 8 assists, 4 rebounds. Quentin Post had 11 points, 4 rebounds. He cannot guard small guards, bro. But he was 4 or 6 from the field. Moses Moody gave you 20 points, 7 to 13. Pajinski gave you 19 points. Kaminga gave you 16 off the bench. But you know what the problem was? Even though they kept their turnovers down, second chance points, I can look at the game charts. The defense was nowhere to be found tonight, bro. It's as simple as that, bro. The defense was nowhere to be found. And it makes it sad because a lot of people had good nights tonight, but the defense nowhere to be found. Hawks shot 57% from the field, 41% from three. We shot 46% from the field, 42% from three. Second chance points, rebounding. I'm pretty sure they out rebounded us. 46, yeah, 46 to 38. So they rebounding us. I know they had I know for a fact they have more second chance points. And when you allow Trey Young to get 25 and 10, Zachary Ricochet to score 14, Kanyu to get 22 and 12, and George Niang getting 23. No defense, man. And that's what happened tonight. You lost by 9, but we was down this whole game, bro. They started off slow, and that's what they cannot do. They have to start out fast. You have no room for error. Absolutely no room for error. And they still start slow, and this is what happens. Then you have a chance in the second half to clean up and make adjustments, and the defense does not do that. And every time they thought they was going on the run, they can't get timely stops. So those stops that Draymond was talking about, at Jimmy's talking about, they didn't get them tonight, and I'm worried. I'm definitely worried. Because we could lose any of these games coming up. This was still a bad loss, even without Steph. This defense was porous. When you let a team shoot 57% from the field, Come on, man. Come on, man. They shot 57% from the field, bro. Everybody shot at least 50%, except for one person. Come on, you can't win like that. Terrible loss, bro. Terrible loss. I mean, Jimmy did his thing. I can't be mad at the offense because we shot 46% from the field and 42% from three. But the problem is how the offense looks. Only person that shoot well from three is Draymond and Jimmy, which I don't expect them to shoot great from three. Oh, and Jonathan Kuminga. I don't expect them three to shoot great from three. But even with that, the offense looks extra clunky sometimes. They wait to the end of the shot clock to try to do something. But when it gets going, then the offense will look spectacular and everybody cutting and doing what they need to do. But the defense was not here tonight at all. And it wasn't there versus Toronto to the last little bit. This cannot become a thing. Now we might slide to the play in, bro. We might slide to the play in if they don't get it together. That's very that's like that could happen, especially with how the Clippers playing, how Minnesota is playing, and now that Steph is out. So now I'm thinking that they're gonna bring Steph back. I'm thinking Steph gonna play next game. I'm thinking Steph is going to play that game because the defense was not there tonight, bro. Everybody chipped in, but no, Kaminga moves the ball. The problem is Kaminga came in and flowed right in through the offense. When we need a bucket, we go to Kaminga. Kaminga only took 14 shots tonight. That's what tied with Pajinski, Moody, and Butler. The problem is the defense tonight, and they didn't start fast. That's all. They shot 46% from the field, 42% from three. Everybody needs to move the ball. It ain't just Kaminga. Everybody needs to stop standing around something. That's not what the offense. That's not what Steve Kerr offense is at all. And they need to get it together, man. It could be in that play-in for sure. For sure. No game is safe, especially without Curry. Bro, get blocked. Y'all come in here and say stupid shit, bro. But yeah, bad loss. I mean, move on to the next. Hopefully my Pistons can motherfucking win their games. Cause the Hawks is trying to come. They trying to, you know what I'm saying? They trying to make a push. So hopefully the Pistons can handle their business. They just had a bad loss. Hopefully they can handle their business because it's like I said, it's looking bad. Yeah, they 5 games behind. As long as the Pistons keep winning, everything will be good. But Atlanta coming for sure. They trying to make a push. But they got a couple losses coming. They losing to Houston for sure. Houston is on fire. Milwaukee should beat them, but ain't no telling. So this was bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. This was bad. The offense was good. Yeah, the defense was horrible, bro. That's what they did versus Toronto. They waited to the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter, to play defense. You can't do that. The defense has been lackadaisical, bro. They have good spurts, but you can't wait to the fourth quarter and the last couple minutes to start playing defense. You have to get timely stops, and they did not do that. They did not do that. Better start playing some defense because it don't get no easier. You think San Antonio, you gonna take it lightly on you? You think you know what I'm saying? The Pelicans gonna be in none of these games gonna be easy. You gonna have to take these games. Hey, I just pray Steph come back. That way, it's more space and all. I just, bro, and I ain't even talking about just for the defense. I'm saying like in general, like because the defense, y'all need to get it together, bro. This second night in a row where niggas just been, you know what I'm saying, balling like the 2014 Spurs or some shit or 2015 Warriors. Like they need to get it together. This should be a reality check, and then they should lock in the next game. The defense, it should be a defensive masterclass, and if it is not, we are in trouble. We're going to be in the play-in. This is the wrong time to go on a skid when the Clippers is hot, Minnesota hot. This is the wrong time to go on a skid. But it is what it is, man. Like, share, subscribe, hit that join button. These guys, bro. All they had to do was play defense. Everybody had it going. All they had to do was play defense. Couldn't even do that. Couldn't even do that. All they had to do was play defense. Let's see how they respond. If they don't respond with a defensive masterclass, then they not who I thought they was. If we can't win games without Steph, which we have won games without Steph, if we can't sustain our defense and hold the fort down to Steph come back, then we don't deserve to be looked at as no contender, and we are not a contender, and that's just the facts. So I'm irritated. This was weird, very weird, bro. Like, share, subscribe, hit that join button. I need to start playing defense, bro. Really need to start playing defense. It's sad that it's sad that you gave away this game not because you wasn't hitting shit on offense, but because you're like we got one of the best defenses since the year started, and you do this, better get it together, cause it don't, you know what I'm saying, it don't get easier. Salute, salute. It don't get easier at all. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I'm pretty much sure that Steph will be back next game, but that's not the point. Like, that's not the point. The point is these are the games that we need to get, and you got to start playing some defense. What's up, old head podcast in the building? What's going on? Like, you got to start playing some defense. There's no way you should allow the fucking Atlanta Hawks to shoot 57% from the field, bro. And as soon as the game started, I could tell how sluggish they was. I could tell that they wasn't, you know what I'm saying, they wasn't locked in. And that's not what we need right now. We need everybody to be locked in. Now we basically tied with the Clippers. Although I think they got a couple losses coming. But then again, you don't know. They got a tough schedule. They got OKC next. But if the Clippers win, they jump us. So you gotta handle business. You have to handle business, bro. And this is not what handling business looks like. The offense, like I said, sometimes the offense was looking horrible. They was waiting to the shot clock. When they popped the ball and it was moving fast and they made quick decisions, the offense looked great. when they was just when they was just passing the ball along the perimeter with nowhere to go and just pass it back to Jimmy and see if he could do something, the offense looked terrible. But for the most part of the night, the offense looked great. Defense, trash. Oh yeah, game tomorrow about to be the Clippers cooking at the right time. OKC cooking at the right time. You know they traded him. You know how that go. That's gonna be a movie. That's gonna be a movie. Next Monday gonna be a movie too. Cade and SGA. We need our respect. Salute DBZ. But yeah, it's ain't too much I could say. Ain't too much I could say. Like I said, we shot 46% from the field, 42% from the three. They shot 57% from the field. Like, and then second chance points. I can't count how many times they had a miss and we should have got the rebound and they tipped it to themselves. They get the rebound and then they score. Like it just kept happening. When you do that, you don't win games. If we able to get to the playoffs, I trust Jimmy and Steph and Draymond for sure to lead this team and get them locked in. But it's getting there. It's still 13, 14 games left. Now I know for a fact they're going to be at least in the play-in, but y'all shouldn't want to be in the play-in. Like, let's keep it 100% honest. That's not what you want. You want to be in the playoffs so you can get some rest. But you keep playing how you played tonight on defense, you won't get it. You'll be fighting for the play-in. The interior play been inconsistent. The interior play been great in the aspect of how we just played against the Bucks, where Draymond Green held Giannis to 0 of 7 from the field, and we held Giannis to 31% shooting. But then you get a night like tonight where Metu is shooting 80% from the fucking field, 75% from the field, getting 12, 13 rebounds. So it's inconsistent. Now the perimeter play is really good. Our perimeter defense is really good. Even when we trailing somebody or somebody get beat, they lead them right into the shot blocker. Post, he needs to get a lot better. He can't guard small guards. He could block bigger guys and you know what I'm saying, make the right plays, but he just doesn't have the lateral quickness. But the perimeter defense been really good. The interior defense been up and down. Quentin Post not the rim protector. TJD is. That's who you want rim protecting. He's athletic. That's why I'm glad when I turned it on. They need to play him more. And honestly, as bad as they don't want to, they need to put some lineups where Quentin Post and TJD is out there. Quentin Post can shoot. TJD may not be able to, but let's say you have Steph, Jimmy, Moody, Steph, Jimmy, Moody, TJD, and Post out there at one time. You know what I'm saying? While Draymond resting and stuff like that. He's an athletic big that can finish, you know what I'm saying? That's a lob threat. You're gonna have to play him versus some of these bigger teams. He can block shots. Right. I have Steph at the one. If Steph is in, Steph at the one, Jimmy at the two, Draymond at the three, Post at the four. I would have Draymond at the four and yeah, I would have Trace at the five, Post at the four, Draymond at the three. But I would have Draymond going in and out from 3 to 4. You know what I'm saying? Because Post, he can guard the bigger dudes, but you don't want Post on these small guards because he don't have the lateral quickness to stay in front of him like a Draymond. You know what I'm saying? and Trey and TJD is a better rim protector than Post. So I mean, they just need to get the interior defense together. They need to start back rebounding better. Post need to become a better rebounder. TJD need to get more minutes so he can help with the rebounding. Now that Steph is out, I understand why they didn't play him because Quentin Post basically took his job and everything. But you could. This is what some things TJD could do that Quentin Post can't. Quentin Post is not a live threat. TJD is. TJD is a better rebounder than him. He's a better shot blocker than him. You can use him. They need to use him more. That's what I was just talking about, Cheyenne. He's literally our only rim protector. You know what I'm saying? And Draymond, but Draymond is 6'6". Now if Draymond was 6'10", it'll be Draymond will be even more of a nightmare to y'all. If Draymond was 6, y'all lucky Draymond not 6'10", 6'11". But Draymond and Jimmy, you know what I'm saying, and Athletic Kaminga can't be our only shot blockers. We need a big man shot blocker. That's where TJD comes in at. He needs to use him more. Now I think he understands the bigger teams, you need to use him. He's better on defense than Post, if I'm being honest. He's still not great, but he's better on defense than Post. You might need to use him and Post. Post can bring the forwards out, the power forwards out, and Trey Jackson Davis can fight on the inside. That block, he had a block tonight that was amazing. That I'm looking like, bro, I need to play him a lot more. He's the only true big man shot blocker we have, though. I think Draymond is a rim protector, but he's not supposed to be our rim protector. Like TJ, and I think they need to start playing TJD and Quentin Post together. I just think they need to do it, bro. Some sets need to have them too. I know Trace can't shoot and everything, but he's a lob threat and he can protect the rim, and he can rebound way better than Quentin Post because he's more athletic. That needs to happen, bro. TJD he hasn't been that bad to where we can't use him. We need all, you know what I'm saying, everybody we can get. And this loss is strictly on the defense and rebounding, for real, for real. Too many second chance points and too many second chances for Atlanta. I told y'all before on the last video of So Dub Nation. This every game gonna be tough. We ain't got Steph. Ain't no games gonna be easy at all. And you think the next game gonna be easy? No. New Orleans ain't gonna be easy. San Antonio ain't gonna be easy. We picked the wrong time to start sliding. Now we a half game in front of Clippers and Minnesota. If the Clippers lose to OKC, then we back where we was at. But then you got Minnesota. But we own the tiebreaker with Minnesota. That's the only thing. But we don't own the tiebreaker with the Clippers. And the Clippers are cooking right now. But I do feel confident saying that in a one-off playoff setting, we can beat any of these teams in the play-in. But we can lose to any of these teams in the play-in. Just because this team right now is up and down. You know what I'm saying? They need to really lock in. And Steve Kerr need to start using TJD more. The biggest knock on us is that we're small, and that is 100% correct. But you offset that smallness with team defense, using the big guys that you do. He doesn't. Of course he doesn't. But it's because Quentin Post came in and basically took his job. That's basically what happened. But what he not understanding is they're two different players. Quentin Post is a stretch 5. TJD is a super athletic 4 or 5. You can use him at the 4 or 5. Same thing with post. But Trace Jackson Davis is a rebounder, a live threat, and athletic big. What he not understanding is that, bro, you see how Mobley and Jared Allen is getting used? You can do the same thing with TJD and post. Steph, Jimmy, Draymond, TJD, post. As much as y'all might not like that, against bigger teams, that might need to be the lineup. I know y'all gonna be like, where's the shooting at? I mean, you got Steph and you got Post, those two shooters, and then hopefully Draymond is hitting his three that day. You know what I'm saying? And only one person gonna be down there, and that's TJD. And Jimmy playmaking, that's a lob threat every time. Listen, I was yelling all year for them to play Quentin Post. I was yelling all year for them to give TJD more minutes. I've been yelling all year for them to play both of them together. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. You see what they do in Cleveland. Jared Allen can't shoot. TJD the same type of player. Yeah, he break easy layups, but you still have to use him. We need more size. It ain't going. You know what I'm saying? He ain't the only one that brick layups. There's a lot of people on the team that brick layups, but his rebounding, his shot blocking, and lob threats are gracefully needed. Those times where Jimmy is going in the paint, he could just lob that bitch up there instead of trying to find a 3 pointer or a cutter. Exactly. You still need to use TJD. Breaking easy layups or whatever. With Jimmy's playmaking now and how much he driving the paint, he don't have to lay the ball up. Throw that bitch up there, he gonna dunk him. That's something he needs to get better on. He's still only what, second and third year in, but that's not a reason to sit him down though, because we gonna need him against bigger teams. Some teams have two bigs. If we got to the finals and we playing Cleveland with Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, you still not gonna play them? And we struggle with Cleveland. You still not gonna play Post and TJD to at least try to offset those two big men, two of the same type of players, except for Evan Mobley is way better, you know what I'm saying, than Post. Like, come on, bro. And Jared Allen is better than TJD. But come on, bro. Exactly. Those are exactly three teams that I'm thinking about. LA, both LA teams, Denver. And while you playing, well, no, I ain't gonna lie to you. We really don't have problems with Minnesota. We don't really have problems with Minnesota. Phoenix. I'm just saying, like, if we have to be in the play in. Sacramento, we can definitely dispatch of them. Because I'm thinking about playoff Jimmy and playoff Steph. But gotta get back in the win column. We gotta win. No excuses. We lost tonight. We gonna get shitted on. They're gonna be talking crazy, and we deserve it. Gotta win. Ain't no excuses, bro. This is exactly what we got Jimmy for, and I can't blame Jimmy tonight. Can't blame none of them on offense. Defense is where I'm blaming it at. And when you have this type of shit that's going on, you need to play TJD. If you playing Pat Spencer minutes, you could give TJD some minutes. I ain't saying get being for him to be out there long, but depending on the matchup, he definitely needs to be out there. We need more rebounding and a lob threat for Jimmy. Jimmy gets to the hole and drives so much. He could just lob it up there every time, bro. Jimmy would have a triple double in the first half. I'm telling you. Thank you. I don't know what Kirby doing either. Like it's similar to what sometimes JB Bickerstaff does over here with not playing Asar Thompson enough minutes. But with Steve Kerr, TJD ain't been playing in a minute. And I think the winning, you know what I'm saying, got the winning, got him thinking, okay, I made the right decision and everything like that. Not understanding that Quentin Post still has flaws. Not understanding that it's some teams that have two bigs. Not understanding it would make it a lot easier for Jimmy Butler if he was driving into the paint and penetrate and with dribble penetration and TJD is in a dunker spot and he just lob it up there. And it's three guys that come to him and he just lob it up there and TJD is dunking it. Come on, it will make it so easier. So much easier. Or if TJD in a dunker spot and then they all go to TJD and he passes the post, not post shooting that three that he loved to shoot. Come on now, if I can do this shit, bro, you ain't telling me a nine ring coach, a coach that got 9 rings can't figure this out. And shit gotta change. Simple. Or we gonna be in the play in. I don't know how much time Curry gonna miss, but I estimate after that loss, they really trying to bring him back. I think he gonna play next game. Hopefully he do. Steph Curry come back, my confidence is back. I'm not gonna lie. When 30 ain't on that court, I'm gonna be real. Even though we 7-3 with him this year, that's when Jonathan Kuminga was leading us versus the Rockets twice, and we own them and the Pelicans. And then I think we beat OKC without Steph. But I'm just saying though, if I could figure this out, a coach with 9 rings should be able to figure out that against bigger teams or teams with a lot of size, maybe I should put in my two bigs. You know what I'm saying? And one can shoot. That's what makes it okay. If Quentin Post couldn't shoot, I would understand it. But Quentin Post can shoot. He's not gonna clog up the lane. TJD might be in the dunker spot so that Jimmy could come in and still dribble penetrate. TJD not dumb. He just be breaking the layups. He need to finish a lot better. But that don't mean you sit him down. And what I saw from him in the 5 minutes that I was watching, he blocked 2 shots. He's a better rebounder than Quentin Post too. We need that. It was so many times I'm looking at them bricking a three, and if TJD was out there, he jumped higher than most of them dudes. He would have grabbed some of the rebounds. Post is not that athletic. He's not really jumping over anybody. Jimmy could only do so much. Draymond can only do so much. TJD is the biggest dude we got, the biggest and most athletic dude we got. You know, Looney ain't jumping over nobody. You got to use him more, bro. Bro, I'm just saying, like, the offense is hit and miss, but it's been mostly on. Everybody been cooking. Tonight, everybody cooked. It's the defense. It's the rebounding. The defensive rebounding, the offensive rebounding is just not good right now. And the 3-point defense is not, bro, it's not good right now. They leaving too many people open. Steve Curry better make some adjustments, or if we go on the slide, we will be in the play in. And we don't do good in the play in historically. But we got Jimmy Butler now, and he do good in the play in. So They better get it together. That's all I'm gonna say, man. I ain't got too much to say, but they better get it together. Yeah, it's the interior defense that's the problem. Our perimeter defense is actually pretty good. Even when somebody beats us, like if Draymond is there, it's gonna get contested. But I'm talking about when Draymond not down there, when Draymond on the bench, TJD could come in and fill that spot. I don't need Jimmy to bark at him yet, because Steph is still out. But they do need to have a meeting. Him, Draymond, and Steve Kerr definitely need to have a meeting. Because TJD, I ain't even saying put him in the star lineup, but play him some minutes with Post, with Jimmy, with Dre. Dre shooting better from three. So if they leave him open, Dre gonna shoot it. And he been shooting better from three. So it's not like Draymond is such a liability no more from the three. He actually shooting like 35% from three this year, I believe. Yeah, he's shooting like 35% from three. Last year he shot 39%. You know what I'm saying? So I think he should play them some minutes out there because Post can stretch the floor. He don't have to be in the paint. That leaves TJD down there. Like I said, if Jimmy or Pods, boom, Pods gonna hit him. Jimmy gonna hit him. You know what I'm saying? Moody, I love the way Moody has been playing. Moody, Pajinski, and Kaminga been hooping. I like the way we look on the offense, except for those times where it get too stagnant and they wait to the end of the shot clock. But the defense is just not it's not doing it for me right now. Even the last game, the defense wasn't really good until the last little bit. But tonight they started off sluggish and bad, turning the ball over. Then they was just missing at first. They was just missing a lot of shots. Then Atlanta started getting second chance points. Potts couldn't guard Trey Young, so they put Moody on him. That was a better job, but that's how I'm starting to feel, Cheyenne. The hell with the seeding. Let's just get into the playoffs, bro. Cause this shit is crazy. But then again, I'll be thinking like, nah, let's try to at least hold it on. But it don't get easier. You got Miami next. You think that's gonna be easy? Hell no. Miami on a 10-game losing streak. They trying to win. But they don't have no super big guys though. They got Bam, but Draymond can handle Bam. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no anybody with a lot of size, bro. We gonna have problems with because he won't play TJD and Post at the same time. Yeah, it was just the defense tonight. I don't know what was going on with the defense tonight, man. That shit is. Then you got the Pelicans. Really, they ain't really got nobody big, so you don't have to worry about that. San Antonio, now, like I said, they need to get it together, bro. We need Curry back. Once Curry come back, everything will be okay. I always think that, and it always comes back true. Once Curry come back, everything will be all right. But they need to get it together. Okay, I'm with you, Cheyenne. If they want to be dumb and they want to play around, and we don't deserve to succeed. We deserve to be in the play-in and have to fight with these damn teams. But if they gonna lock the fuck in, they got 3 days off. 3 days off. I think Steph playing in the Miami game. Honestly, they got 3 days off between the next two games. So I think Steph playing next game. If he don't play next game, then he will have 6 whole days off. He got to play versus the Pelicans. But I think he's playing next game because we have 3 days. They got 3 days off, and Steph actually didn't have 4 or 5 days off. So Steph actually didn't have like almost 5 days off. So I think he playing in the Miami game, and then everything will be all right, man. And if we keep losing with Steph in the lineup, then we don't deserve to make the playoffs. This is not a game. The West is loaded. Like niggas, everybody's trying to get into the play-in, get into the playoffs. Even Phoenix, that won 3 in a row, they just beat the Cavs. So this is not a game, bro. And Golden State think this is a game. The defense is not locked in. There's no way Atlanta should have been shooting 57%. And then him not playing TJD, who really, besides I say Looney, is our best rebounder. Got to make adjustments according to who we playing, bro. If we playing a team that don't have a lot of bigs or don't have super bigs and everything, then I get it. But Atlanta, they got what, one, two bigs or whatever like that. We need size. TJD is athletic. Let him get out there and get some rebounds. Okay, he missed it. If he listen, get to him and be like, look, stop taking so many layups, bro. Just pass it back out. Get to him and tell him that. Or dunk it. Just go up and dunk it. Don't lay it up. Just dunk it. If you get fouled, you get fouled. Yeah, the Blazers are on fire. Yes, we do. We struggle against size, but it depends on what kind of size it is. It's really size at the center position, the point the power forward center position. Like with the perimeter size, we kind of handle that well because Minnesota got size. They got size there. Um, Memphis got size there. We beat up on Memphis this year. My I want to say my Pistons got size, but it really depends. Like when you got really big, skilled power forwards and centers, we struggle with them people. Just like that's why we struggle with the Clippers with Zubats and Zubats down there. We struggle with Denver. You got Jokic. You got Aaron Gordon. You know what I'm saying? So all the teams that we really struggle with, Lakers. But that's when Anthony Davis was there. But still, now that Anthony Davis gone, I think we got a better chance against the Lakers because Anthony Davis was really the one killing us. Now LeBron gonna do what LeBron do, but Steph was hooping against them. AD was killing us. All those teams I just mentioned got a big man down there. Exactly. But like I said, man, like, share, subscribe, hit that join button. Bad loss. Bad loss. And there's no more excuses. There's no margin for error. They need to get it done. No more excuses. No more talking. No more, we gonna blah, blah, blah. Ain't no more talking. Get it the fuck done, bro. Find a way to get it done. And Steve Kerr, play TJD and Post at the same time. Play them some minutes together. You're gonna have to. It's gonna be some teams where where they got a lot of size. And Miami actually got a lot of size. They got Khalil Ware, Bam, all that. You need better get it together because if not, we will be sliding to the play in. Now I don't gotta worry about us sliding outside the play in. But we can slide into the play in if you keep playing around. They got 3 days off. They need to think about the defense, the poor ass defense they played, and why they lost that game. And come out in Miami, they need to come out the gate running. Hopefully Steph play. I'm being honest. I'm like 90% sure Steph is gonna play against Miami. It's not looking good. It's not looking good for us keeping that 6 seed. I'm just being real. Especially with the next 4 or 5 games. All these teams are scrappy. And besides Miami, all these teams been beating the better teams. The Pelicans just beat Minnesota. San Antonio just beat New York. Now Miami just been losing. If we lose to Miami, I'm through. I'm through. If we lose to Miami, I'm done. I'm through. I'm through, bro. I'm through. Yeah, it's tough now because Curry is out. If Curry wasn't out, I would definitely. If Curry was playing, I'm gonna be real. We would have won this Atlanta game. I don't trust. Listen, I don't trust consistency out of them without Curry. I know they could beat a couple. They can beat teams here and there. They have to lock in. They looked great on offense tonight. It was defense. That's why I know I'm not worried because they actually look good on offense. Besides some of the times going all the way to the end of the shot clock. Everybody shot well from the field. It's the defense. They better lock in because this ain't no game. Like, share, subscribe, hit that join button, man. I'm out. Peace.